I don't claim to have the most amazing legs in the world, but as you can see, I do have somewhat of an idea of what I'm doing. So this video, I'm going to share with you guys my top must-have staple workouts if you want to grow your legs. My leg days always start out with two exercises, the abductor machine and the adductor machine. And no, these are not just for girls. I used to think that, but if you want to have big legs, you need to train every single muscle. And not to mention, this really helps loosen up the hips for when you get into the heavier compound movements later in the workout. Next up, we will do either a lying hamstring curl or a seated hamstring curl, whatever you feel the best. I personally like the lying hamstring curl, and I really focus on a slow, deep stretch on every rep. And what I usually will do is work up to a heavy top set and then do drop sets all the way down, and that really gets my hamstrings on fire. Next up, we got the leg extension. This is obviously a staple for many reasons, but there's a couple things I want to cover for you guys. One, you can see I have a pad right here. This is just going to accentuate the stretch and range of motion that I can get in this movement. All right, if you guys want to have wider quads and build that outside sweep, having this pad is going to do a lot for you because it's going to put more emphasis on the top and outside part of your quads. When you get a deeper stretch, that's what part of the muscle is trained. When you just focus on the top of each rep, you're focusing more on the teardrop, more towards your knee. So it depends on what part of your quad you want to grow, but I can tell you, if you grow that sweep and that outside part of your quad, you are going to get a fuller and bigger look to your legs. Now we're going to get into more of the compound movements. So this is a pendulum squat. I will either do this, hack squat, belt squat, Smith machine squat, barbell back squat, whatever you want to do, just some sort of compound movement where you are in a squatting position. And I always focus on getting that same deep stretch, full range of motion on every single rep. Now we will do some RDLs. This can be with a Smith machine, a barbell, dumbbells, whatever you want to do. Just make sure you focus on pushing your hips back when you are going down with the weight. And that way you put all the emphasis on your hamstrings and not your lower back. And I want you guys to understand that none of these exercises will work for you if you don't train your ass off. If you don't get under the bar on your last set and you are questioning whether or not you're even going to be able to lift the weights, then you are probably not training hard enough and you are not training with the intensity that is required to grow your legs. It is the number one thing that I see a lot of people are lacking. And if you have to question whether or not you are training with enough intensity, the answer is you probably aren't.